All right, everyone, here we go. It's all signs reading. Doesn't matter what your sign is. Straight up energy reading. This is September 2025 overview. Let's shuffle for the pre-shuffle. I didn't even shuffle for you. You know, I wrote the write-up for September. It's up in the blog. I put it up there yesterday or the day before. What did I put it up on? Friday? Friday, yeah. Anyway, at the end of the day here, this is a big month. It's a very emotional month. It's a month with a lot of crossing energies and eclipses that cross back on themselves. You get a lot of second chances to wrap up things. You see things for what they really are. I think somebody attached to you here in the overview in particular, I think somebody's seeing things for what they really are. Let's take a look. All right? Let's just take a look. Where would your reading have opened had I not had my head stuck up my ass and actually done the pre-shuffle? Let's see where we go here. All right. Okay. That's how the reading would open. That's 8 wands. That's tarot gold right there. Right? I mean, that's Sutter's Mill. That's the gold rush. Here it is. It's 8 wands. Well, usually the pre-shuffle tells a story. Let's just do it. I'll do it the way I would do it before I hit the record button. All right? I'll just take a look at it, would you? You ready? All right, here we go. Just the surface energy. It's talking about September 2025. I got communication. It reads like communication. Sometimes this is forward movement, but this is communication toward you. Queen of Pentacles is your energy attached to that. Most of you are the DF side here. You guys reflect this quite a bit in my readings. So I got communication towards you. 6 of Cups from somebody from the past who regrets. The 5 of Cups. Boy, that's a downgrade too. Well, yeah, who's feeling a little sad, who regrets causing you pain, causing pain. 3 of Swords. And they walked away from a life. It looks like they walked away from a life. He's walking toward 9 Cups. That they secretly wanted. There's the 9 Cups. See what I'm saying? I love tarot. It just plays out right. The 8 Cups, they walked away from a life. The 10 of Pentacles. That he's walking toward the 9 Cups, and I feel like they're coming back. That they secretly wanted, and now they're coming back. The 9 Cups. It says the same thing. If you're doing, we're actually too far into the pre-shuffle right now, but you should still, even too far in, get a semi-repeat message. Okay? So, and we did. We absolutely did. It played out nicely. You got a shot at a new beginning in love with the Hermit, with a powerful soulmate. Damn, I'm going to do a mic drop on that one. That's fucking unreal. All right? Wow. Play that back. Right? Communication coming toward you from someone from the past who regrets causing you pain, who walked away from a life that they secretly wanted, and now they're coming back to get it. You get a new beginning in love with a soulmate. 7 of Pentacles. I'll go one more. Divine timing. Right? Harvest time. Now, can I predict free will? No. But that is the most amazing fucking little story right there on the surface energy that I've ever seen. I'm glad I didn't pre-shuffle for it. That's fucking awesome. I love it. Let's go. First card out's before the cuts. Why the fuck are we here? Oh, we are going to have some fun with the September readings. It's read my write-up on it in the blog. You can imagine how that's going to translate into fucking readings, right? Oh, fuck me. All right, here we go. Card before the cut. Why the fuck is it? Why the fuck is it? And why the fuck are we here? Why did that pre-shuffle come out that way? Okay. All right, I'm done shuffling. We're going to be hard pressed. These cards, the cut cards, represent the pre-shuffle. Right? They talk more about it. It's all about this. We're here because the most important card, this tells us if a card from the pre-shuffle comes back, it tells us the most important card from the pre-shuffle. If it's not a card from the pre-shuffle, it tells us the most important theme from the pre-shuffle. Right? So, 10 Pentacles was in the pre-shuffle. That's why we're here. Somebody wants you in that picture. I believe they feel it on a strong level. There's a lot of wrapping up old business and going back over and saying, am I sure this is what I want? Right? There's a whole lot of that. Tell you what, okay, what comes after the cut? Let's cut the cards. Let's see what comes after the cut. I don't know. 7 Swords. What did I say? These cards back up the pre-shuffle. If a card that wasn't in the pre-shuffle shows up, like this one, it's about the theme of it. And the theme of it was somebody lied to you. Somebody secretly wanted you in their life the whole time. All right? I don't care if it's a family. This could be a family member you have a soul tie with. There's a lot of people coming back. I talked about it in my write-up. I've mentioned it before. It's going to feel like you're going to ask yourself at some point, is Mercury fucking retrograde? Because people keep coming back. It's part of the ricochet effect on the energy that I wrote about. Okay? And I mentioned that in one of the paragraphs. But whoever this is, it could be a family member that said, well, fine, I'm fine not to speak with you anymore. Right? They're lying. It's a lie. It was a great big lie. You're not in their life because of a great big lie. They might have lied to you. They might have lied about how happy they were. I don't know. But now somebody wants you in that picture. So I suspect they're going to get real with the truth. And you want to verify? Fine. Let's verify. What's fueling that? The Ace of Cups. Somebody is feeling. The emotion is flowing. Somebody has a new beginning in love inside. Everybody is. It's September. Everybody's going to wake up a little bit in September. It's usually a month where I say, wake me up when September ends, right? Quoting Green Day. Not this year. This year, it's God, I can't get to sleep. Don't bother waking me up, right? I'm just up. It is what it is. Let's go. Let's shuffle the deck. Let's do it. I love this. And yeah, I'm not a fucking Time Lord. I said it in my monthly write-up because I still get people that are like, well, it's July 31st and what you said didn't happen. Okay. If I was that fucking powerful, I'd be a fucking quadrillionaire. Countries would be paying me. OPEC would be calling me in. Hey, where's the oil? I mean, seriously. Honest to God, I'm not a Time Lord. Energies bleed together. There are no hard stops, usually. Okay? So it depends where you are on your timeline. Don't skip that paragraph when you read my write-up. Anyway, let's go. Let's shuffle the deck here. It's a general reading. May or may not resonate with you, but so far so good, and it's all come out right here. I mean, that's why I pull the cards, right? I'm not making this shit up. You can't make this shit up. It's unreal. You couldn't make up a better reading than the universe can give you. It's just no way to do it. It's too contrived. Unreal. Anyway, like I said, it's reading is timeless. Tomorrow, I'm going to start the Zodiac fly-through. Again, it works much like the weekly reading. About 9 out of 12 should resonate with you. It doesn't matter what your sign is. I'm not your fucking astrologer. We're just using the signs as placeholders rather than calling the reading 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. Right? Just split the soulmate cycle into 12 pieces. So, do what you want to do. But if the title compels you to watch it, watch it. Even if it's not, I don't have this in my chart. I don't care what's in your chart. I'm not your fucking astrologer. Okay? Right here. I'm just reading it, straight up energy reading. You're all part of a cycle. You're all stuck in a room together. If the room smells like shit, you all smell it. It doesn't matter what your sign is. Okay? That's how cycles work. Soulmate cycles, and in particular, have a very thick wall around them. Ain't nobody getting out. I mean, you can knock and excuse yourself from the whole party, but you're always in the soulmate cycle, right? You could check out, but you can never leave, sort of an energy. It's good. It's actually good. It means you have an old soul. Only old souls get in. Okay. Well, 5 swords is the overall energy of our reading. Anyway, do what you want with all the shit that I say. Whatever. Just trying to give you good information. Right here. 5 swords, fueled by the Knight of Swords. Is the overall energy. I'm going to pull a pyramid on this one. Somebody here has some strong feelings for you, but they are prone to saying the wrong thing. I think we're going to have some fun with this one. Okay. Here's how they feel about you. I got a lot of energy. See, this might happen. This is your overall energy of your overview reading for the month of September. A lot of people may approach you with good intentions, the message of change, but say the wrong thing. Okay, they might do it. You're making people nervous. The Queen of Pentacles, which is what you've already reflected as, makes people nervous. I mean, she's just sitting there in the woods with sticks in her hair on a Tuesday. Doesn't she have a job? Where the fuck? I mean, it drives people crazy. The Queen of Pentacles energy can rattle people a bit. They're a little nervous to go talk to her, male or female. Okay, so a lot of people might put their foot in their mouth. It's fine. Don't worry about it. All right. How do they feel about you as here? What do they think about you is here, and potential final outcome is here. And again, I can't predict free will. Nobody can. I'll clarify everything, throw some universe cards at the end. You bet your sweet asses we're going to have an extended on this one. It's probably the only one in the Zodiac fly-through I'm going to extend. So I'm not going to do any of the signs unless I absolutely have to, unless I, like the Leo reading turns out to be, oh, I just got to know what happens. I don't like cliffhangers, but I don't have any plans to extend any of them at this point. All right, here we go. I just like to get them done. Fly through, focus, go. All right, here we go. 5 swords, huh? Foot in the mouth. With good intentions, though. Somebody's just not paying attention too much. I don't know. Somebody just doesn't understand the feelings. I don't know. How do they feel? Let's go. Fool. 5. Left out. 5 of Pentacles. And what's red with the Fool? Because it had to be a big card. These are big cards surrounding a little card. It's like, almost like God, source, the universe itself is goading this person on. Go on, you can do it. Go on, get in there. There's no prep. There's no prep. What this tells me is that I'm just going to ad-lib this. I'm just going to paraphrase these energies until we clarify. Because I know this energy well. This is somebody going in with no prep. They want what they want. They know I'm coming in. I regret the pain that I caused. I want Steve's viewer in my life. I'm going in. Maybe you should stop for a minute, take a little breath, figure out how you want to sort out the feelings. Somebody's not sorting out their feelings here. Somebody just feels left out and they want to be a part of it. And it's not their fault. There's a lot of karma playing out. And it's instilling this person with a false confidence in a lot of ways. An emotional confidence that maybe they don't have. It's like they think their EQ is higher than it is, right? It's like stupid people that think they're smart are actually very dangerous. Why? Because they're not actually smart. That's the problem. And so they're doing shit that's out of their depth and they have no idea. It's a bit of this on the EQ side. Somebody here is overestimating their emotional abilities. Okay? It's always dangerous. All right. What do they think when they think it's no big deal? You might get a laugh out of it. I don't know. They're nervous enough to come talk to you. What do we get here? We started with communication. I've got to continue with that theme. Did the pre-shuffle. You saw it. It was a nice little story, wasn't it? It's too bad we're going to kill it here. We are a little bit, because that's what life does. That's why sugar-coated readings don't help anybody. Because I've been alive a while, and life is very rarely sugar-coated. All right, even the great things that have happened to me, there's been some asshole there that kind of spoiled it a little bit. There's always, both energies are present, I remember my friend's wife had a baby, and we were all at the hospital, and somebody brought somebody with them because they were out, and they had to rush over to the hospital, and it turns out it was a girl, right? And this one person, everybody's all excited. Hey man, congratulations! Because this one person said, "Well, it's too bad it's not a boy." You're all, and it's like, what the fuck would you say? What? It's a little bit of that. It's a little bit of foot in the mouth. Why are you saying it's too bad it's not a boy? What the fuck's going on? Well, then he backpedals and tries to, he's into sports and everything. What, girls can't play sports? Oh, it started a whole fucking argument. I'm surprised we didn't get kicked out of the hospital. It's like, man, this guy had nowhere to go. I'm telling you that story because this is very similar to what this energy feels like. It's like, okay, oh man. 5 of Wands. What else? When they think about you, right? 5 of Wands. I remember. Oh, Jesus. All right, 5 of Wands. Too bad it's not a boy. Fucker. You're not getting out of that. I'll tell you what. If your only excuse is, well, boys play sports, you're double fucked, man. It's like 5 of Wands and the 10 of Cups. They are delusional when they think about you, or they think you're delusional. I can't. It's both. Okay? Somebody thinks you're... I want to say it's mostly them. When they think about you, they think about only... We tend to do this. It's human nature. We tend to remember back, and we remember the good things. And we carpet sweep the bad things. I think what's happening now is somebody's conflicted. Because when they think about... And that's why I'm reading it as both, right? I have to refine as I ask the universe why and dig deeper. Somebody's trying what they usually do to idealize you in some way, but they're getting conflicted with the energies here. The reality aspect. This whole month, while it's about dreams, there's a lot of Piscean energy floating around and all of that. There's just there's the Virgo grounding energy that grounds it all. You know, there's so much gravity to it this year. You know, that's probably why we can't sleep and nobody need to wake us up when September's over. So they're trying to idealize you, but they keep getting in their own way. Okay. But they're missing out, and there's this big push to go, okay, I got you. Okay. All right. Potential final outcome for you, red with 5 pentacles. A Knight of Pentacles. It's a bit of a deer in the headlights energy. You're not sure what to do here. I don't blame you. I think I have to single out an energy, but I'm going to say, even though I'm singling out an energy, I'm going to say there's a lot of energies coming towards you, okay? This month, there are, and there's a lot of internal things happening for you. But just talking about the incoming energies, I don't think with any of them you're quite sure what to do. And I'm telling you, don't worry about it. Your strength, you already reflected as Queen of Pentacles, right? Here you are as Knight of Pentacles. Emphasis on Pentacles, right? Your strength this month, where you, especially the DF side, which is most of my viewers, got a few enlightened DMs here, hi, right? But your strength this month is in that gravity, that extra gravity that the Virgo baseline energy provides. That's your strength. It's very, very strong this month. And if you use that, you got all the time in the world to decide if you want to get in the water with this person. Okay? And also the suit is telling me here you're very protected. All right? This is not the same suit we got in the Iron Bikini reading, which I think was the Friday reading or something like that, where I talked about it was an iron bikini. No, it's not that. For you, it's just your protection is the Pentacle energy, is the Virgo energy. You get the benefit of all the dreamy energy, right? And all of that, but you also get the protection of the Virgo energy. On this side here, it's just all pie in the sky, and they're getting slammed by it. So I think somebody comes in and says something. You might say in a typical tarot reading, somebody might read this as, and it wouldn't be wrong, it's just very on the surface, might be easier to understand that they're surprised by your reaction. Okay? But you definitely get in communication. But you got a lot of time, you're not sure what to do with it. You're not sure. Again, somebody says something wrong. I don't think they're an asshole for putting their foot in their mouth. However they do it, I think you need to remember that. I think it's part of the energy. It's played out here. You could see it here. Somebody's trying to do the right thing, but something keeps getting in the way. It's because they're not utilizing the Pentacle energy. You are. You're the Queen of Pentacles. I mean, let's go. Okay, let's clarify. I'm going to use the Light Seer. Randomly at the bottom is an Ace of Swords. That's encouraging. So they feel left out. You may keep them there. I don't know what you're going to do. We'll find out. I can't predict your free will either. But I'll ask the universe to be predictive. Maybe we'll when we clarify the final outcome, we'll get some advice for you, right? Because I don't think you know what to do. I don't blame you. Just sit there. It's the old philosophy: if you don't know what to do, don't do anything at all, involving any energy that comes towards you. You got all the time in the world. You do. It's fine. Technically speaking, that's what this energy is basically saying. You got time. Don't feel rushed by anybody, you know. Anyway, let's go. Now, you might be like, well, Steve, I don't see a whole lot of love on this table. I don't get a lovers, right? And all that kind of stuff. It doesn't have to be. We already know it's a soulmate. It's a hermit and a 6 of cups from the pre-shuffle when somebody wants you in their life. We're figuring out why they're putting their foot in their mouth. We already know you're getting communication. We already know there's love. We don't need that information. Right? You need to know in advance that they're going to, because if you didn't know they were going to put their foot in their mouth, you'd be surprised, right? Just like we were surprised at that hospital because we didn't know that guy. We didn't know he was a dumbass, right? If we had known in advance, that if we knew him for years and we knew he was a dumbass, we wouldn't be so upset by his comment, right? It'd be like, oh, that's just Rick. You know, I mean, I don't even remember his name. I'm just making up a name. But, you know, it's like that. We didn't know. It was a bit of a surprise. I wasn't paying attention. I wasn't reading people. I was coming back from the vending machine, to be honest with you. I remember very, very distinctly. All right, 5 of Pentacles. Why is it here? It's crossed by the 10 of Swords. It's somebody feels left out. Somebody feels like it's over. It's done. But I can fix it. This energy makes you feel like if you get sucked too much into the Pisceanness of it, Pisceanness, right? That lunar eclipse in Pisces, full moon, you get sucked into it. You believe that anything is possible. Eddie, your dreams are possible. I can do anything. This is all about the lunar eclipse here. Duh. What do you see there, right? It's all about that. I said that before I even noticed it. I was like, oh yeah, that's right. There it is. There's my proof. It is. It's all about it. There's life there's dreams before the eclipse. The dream is over before the eclipse. After the eclipse, all of a sudden, it comes back to life. It's resurrected. I can go for it. I can do it. But it's dead before the eclipse. So leading up to that lunar eclipse, somebody feels like it's over. It's done. They can't even find anything positive to think. They try to think positive things, and then they just remember the bad stuff. So they come in. They're all conflicted. They speak. But they come in after the lunar eclipse, I would guess. All right, when this thing gets resurrected. What's on top? 5 of Wands, 5 of Wands, 5 of Wands. See? It's all there. It's everything I've already said. Somebody's conflicted here. It's over. It's done. But wait. Why is that here? Maybe I can go in. Look, this whole reading just tells a story, doesn't it? We could just, it's all conflicted. Oh, God, it's over. Why? What comes next? Ding. It's like a film strip in school where it goes ding, and you turn the film strip, right? Ding. And then he came charging in. Okay. All right, Fool. Let's go. Oh, man. That makes this all the more interesting for me. These energies are pretty tight. They're pretty clear to read. So that's a very interesting final outcome for you. And I say interesting in a good way. I don't mean it in a bad way. I know you want something more exciting for your final outcome, but I don't. I don't want you jumping into bed with somebody or letting somebody back in your life that, maybe shouldn't be. I don't know if they should be or shouldn't be yet. We'll find out when we get there. But right now, we need more about this Fool. And speaking of which, we're pulling on the Fool. Why is it here? The Fool is read with judgment. It's crossed by judgment. Wow, this reading. This is another one I might keep, right? Copy and paste off on another drive somewhere. Fuck. They just want to bring it back. Something happens after the eclipse, the lunar eclipse in Pisces, where they just want to bring it back. Okay, good. I get it. But the problem is, if this side, and this is a lot of people attached to you. Again, there will be a point, and I wrote about this, I'm sure, but there will be a point in September where you're like, is it Mercury retrograde? Because people are showing up out of nowhere. I've already got weird shit happening on my end. I mean, I've already got strange things happening. Oh, man. Anyway, I don't know. Don't even get me started. What's on top here? The World. Somebody wants to reboot it. One cycle's ended, but now, after the eclipse, I can see now that I should just go forward. It's a higher power driving them to do this. Okay? I'm just going to put some hocus pocus on it. It is. It's 5D energies that are doing this. Major Arcana, Major Arcana, Major Arcana. These are powerful cards. Also, we don't get to the World until we get past Judgment. Judgment is crossing here. Judgment then is over here. So again, we're getting past Judgment. There's no doubt about it. Judgment's in the base. This is in the clarifier. Why is that here? 6 of Wands. Yeah, we definitely get past Judgment here. The 5D is driving this for sure. But I don't think they prep at all for it. I think they're trying to find this. They can't find it. And the conversation, which leaves you sort of, well, what the fuck do I do now? Right? Falls somewhere between a 5 of Wands and a 10 of Cups. You see what I'm saying? It's a weird conversation, isn't it? Oh, I think you're terrific. I think we'd have a great life together. But you know what? Let me pick a fight with you just because. Okay. It's a bit of that. Fucking hell. Judgment. We got it twice. Let's pull on it once. Let's go. Judgment. Why is it here? Tell me about it. Has a lot to do with the eclipse. There's life before that lunar eclipse in Pisces and life after. The solar eclipse, again, that's, you got to read my write-up, my September write-up. That's what I call a ricochet effect in the energy. The math works on it, and I could just totally see it playing out that way. But I always check stuff with math, you know. I always do. All right, here we go. I'm a giant nerd at heart. All right, here we go. Karma. Karma. Oh, it looks like they're chanting, doesn't it? Karma. Okay, here we go. Hierophant. These are big cards. This is all driven. The universe is like nothing. I'm accepting nothing but victory here. Yeah, you got a lot of somebody's coming towards you. But if I'm to pick the main energy here, this is somebody who broke your heart. This is somebody. It could be a family member, could be a friend, could be love. And that's why we're not getting a whole lot of banging cards here. But I will tell you, judgment don't come out for a bang in a bar parking lot. And it's come out twice. So if this is somebody, this could be an ex. I'm getting a lot of exes popping in lately. People from the past. And I've been talking about that. Like I said, September, you may ask, is Mercury fucking retrograde? What the fuck is going on? Right? You'll hear from people. You will. You'll get, things will happen. You'll get a delivery of a package you ordered 2 years ago that got lost in the mail. All of a sudden it shows up. God help you if it's frozen food, but you know, you catch my drift. All kinds of things will happen. What's on top here? The Queen of Wands. Why is that here? Because that's a shifty card. Six of Pentacles. Again, which what I said, they're coming in. It's 5D driving the show here. But there's no planning, it's just superficial energy. Somebody just thinks it's going to be easy. I'll just say what I need to say. They're not counting on the Virgo energy. They're not counting on this being you. Okay? The Queen of Pentacles orders this night. So you already reflected as Queen of Pentacles. This is where you end up after talking to this person. You don't know what to do. You're not sure if you should jump in the emotional waters with this person or stay put. Either way, leave your fucking suit of armor on. Be cool. Let's keep pulling here. Five of Wands. Let's talk about it. I'm going to take this as a separate energy. These two go together, but I'm going to take this as a separate energy real quick. All right? Because I get it. I've talked about it from their angle, but I also think that what this person thinks about you is that you're a nitpicker, or you pick fights, or you like to bicker, or you're going to bicker with them or pick a fight with. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to phrase it. They think, just I have to take the feelings and translate them into words. They feel like, or what they think about you is it's somebody who they think is a nitpicker. Like I got people I know that I don't really want to hang out with too often because they're just a pain in the ass. You know, you go out to a restaurant with them, they send everything back. Oh, this isn't absolutely perfect. I wanted it. It's just, I don't want to spend an evening with that person. That's annoying. And then I'm going to get spit on my food, too. You know, it's a bit of that. Take it for what it's worth. Just catch my drift. Don't get offended, you know. It's probably what the fall from reality is making them think. I don't know. Why is the Five of Wands here? Isolated energy. Please isolate this energy. Yeah, it's crossed by the Four of Swords. This is someone who reads you wrong. Okay, so right there, you were pissed at me. You chucked your phone. You chucked your whole computer at the wall. And now you went to the store, bought a new computer, and now we're back where you left off on the video. Good. You got it all set up and everything. That's good. Okay, you didn't need to go to all that. I'm gonna defend you now. They're wrong. You're not a nitpicker. You're not a pain in the ass. Okay, somebody's reading you wrong. Again, I've got somebody here. Whether it's this energy causing it or regular, they're like this. It could be both. It could be somebody who, at least in this energy, feels like their EQ is higher than it is, which is dangerous, right? But it could also be somebody, because this is more 3D, who feels like their IQ is higher than it is, right? Which is very dangerous. There's a whole lot of people going around. There are always people that say they're smart. I'm smart, you know. Because that's something. That's like telling somebody you're funny. It's something people should notice about you. You shouldn't have to point it out. And if you have to point it out, it pretty much proves you're not it, right? So you shouldn't have to tell people, I'm funny, any more than you have to tell people you're smart. So keep that in mind when you meet new people and you go through life, all right? What's here? What's on top? The Magician. Why is that here? Somebody can't read you. Somebody makes assumptions about you. I pulled on this as a separate energy. This is somebody making assumptions about you. Keep that in mind. That's probably part of them putting their foot in their mouth. Okay? 10 cups. Why is it here? I get it. They're reading you all wrong. They're overestimating their intuitive abilities. They're overestimating their ability to read people. You know. I don't know. Whatever it is, don't be offended by it. Okay? It might be part of why they put their foot in their mouth. Okay? It's part of the self-sabotage. All right. 10 of cups. Why is it here? Let's go. Why is it here? Yeah. This again. Remember this guy? The Knight of Swords? Yeah, here he is again. And a better picture, I think, in this particular instance. The Knight of Swords crossing this. Somebody wants this to happen, but they're basing everything they're saying on the wrong things. Okay, on wrong assumptions, which is why you're not sure what to do with this. I get it. However, somebody wants this back with you, and they see you going after this as well. So, I don't know if they're trying to catch up to you. This could be for some of you, because this is a lot of people. I mean, there's one big energy here, fine, but let's talk about some of the other ones too. There could be somebody coming after you who's sort of the one-upper. Sort of, this is like a one-upper sort of energy. Somebody sees you doing well, so they got to come in and take any piece of success they've ever had and try to tell it so that they can get one ahead of you, you know, one up on you, sort of a thing. It's that sort of energy, a little bit. Okay, what's on top? You know, the Knight of Wands. Somebody, yeah, again though, yeah, why is that here? The Ten of Pentacles. Somebody wants, again, they do this. It's what I said earlier when I gave the example of when just these two cards were here. I said somebody sees you as this, they come and they tell you how great it would be, and then they pick a fight with you. It's a bit of that. When I get this here, I get somebody who wants you in their life, but then they trample on their own words with it. They mess it up. So, yeah. You got somebody returning from the past to sort of fix things and get you in their life, but it's going to be very confusing to you what the fuck's going on here, because they say the wrong thing or they assume the wrong thing. If you can't read the room, now reading the room could be reading a room of people, but reading a room is something energy readers also say when you have one-on-one, when you have somebody in front of you, right? Reading the room is the energy that's around the person. You know, it tells you a lot about who they are. You look at their actions. You see what they're doing. Are they contrary to whatever? Are they, you know, they tell you they're a wonderful person. Why are they saying that? You know, and yet they treat you notice that they treat everybody else like shit. Also, the things that people, I've said this before, and I try to give you guys some tips that'll help you in September. To notice the things that people say that they don't have to include. It's extremely important you do that. Notice the things they say that they don't have to include. All right? So, this person here, again, they can't read the room. They don't get you're sort of blocked from their view a little bit. Okay? All right. There's no other way I can phrase it to you. Truth be told, most people can't. Most people can't read the room or read people's energy very well or read people very well. They get it wrong a lot of times, you know. It takes years of dedicated practice and stacks of notebooks and, you know, when this happens, that happens, and that sometimes ties to that. There's just, you know, there's no way to perfect it by reading some new age blog and then deciding you're an energy reader. It doesn't really work that way. You're sort of born with it or you're not. And from there, it's a lifelong study. But The little tips I'm giving you about watching what people do and what they say are very important. They're very useful to you in this month's energy. 4 Swords, proof of what I already said to you. You don't know what to do. If you don't know what to do, don't do anything at all. 4 Swords is crossing the Knight of Pentacles. All right? There it is. That's why I throw the cards. It hammers home my energy read. You know, I'm reading this person just fine. I know, but this is a lot of people. For some reason, the energy is attached to the DF side of this cycle. You guys, the Queen of Pentacles, the people reading, coming up, showing as Queen of Pentacles energy. The energies attached to you aren't very well grounded. This energy here, they're like balloons floating around, and you're like firmly on the ground going, dude, you know, what the fuck? It's a bit of that. You don't know what to do. However, there is a potential for a great deal of healing here for you as well. What's on top? 7 of Pentacles. Again, if you don't know what to do, I have a stopped energy. I have 7 Pentacles. Yeah, it's divine timing, you know, but take a moment to figure out what's going on. This guy didn't even remember he planted seeds, right? This person may say something to you or thank you for something. You don't even remember planting the seeds. You don't even remember what the hell they're talking about. It wouldn't surprise me that this person remembers things wrong with everything I talked about here. All right? What's on top? 7 Pentacles. Why is that here? Ace of Cups. What's the bridging energy? The King of Swords. It's my sitting king. Bookending this. My sitting king of truth. Everything I've told you here will help you. Yeah, are you worried about getting communication? Yeah, I can't predict free will, but we started. This whole reading's about communication. But you got to be the sitting king here. You got to be this Knight of Pentacles, which these two bookend each other. This is the bridging energy. My sitting king it can read the room. This person can't read the room, so you need to. All right? And you do that by just listening to what they're saying, processing it later. Listen and then process. You've got time. Then you decide what you're going to do with this. I'm not going to ask the universe to be predictive here until say, what are you likely to do? You don't want me to do that. You want to do what you want to do. But you got to process what's going on here, what they said when they came in. Are they coming in and telling you they want you in their life, but it's for the wrong reasons? Have they read you completely wrong? You thought I wanted that? No, I want this. Why are you coming at me with that? Okay? This is a month. It's very emotional, yes, but it's a month where you decide who you want to go forward with. It really is. It really is a month of elimination and inclusion, you know, in a big way. Which dreams are valid? On a personal level, for each of us, it's which dreams are valid and which ones are we kicking to the curb. There's a lot of that too. All right? So, be the sitting king here, you know, but bear in mind that they're overestimating their EQ. Bear in mind everything I said. So you have to discount it a little bit before you rip their head off. That's why you got the sitting king, right? Notice his sword is it's in the ground. It's not out and ready for battle, sort of a thing. All right? I'm not making excuses for them, but I am saying you kind of got to discount people. You got to read people for who and accept people for who and what they are, right? All right. It is what it is. Let's see what else the universe wants to tell you. 3 cards from the bottom and a crossing card. Let's go. What do we get? What else the universe It's the 2 of Cups. It's the 8 of Wands. I knew they'd come back. I knew we'd see cards from the pre-shuffle again. This is the most important, but this is laid out as the most important message for you. It really is. I don't remember, did we have the 2 of Cups in the original pre-shuffle? I don't think we did. Did we? I don't think so. If I'm wrong, that's fine. Whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm going to paraphrase this. You have a lot of people who feel like they screwed up with you. Okay? Some of them you're going to be confused about. Some of them you're going to be like, you never screwed up with, no, I'm not hurt, or whatever. I don't know why it is, but all these things that are coming back all these communications that are coming at you, well, not all, but you know what I mean, right? The majority, are going to have some kind of story about how they're hurt, you're hurt, your connections hurt. You might be confused by some of that because some of these connections feel perfectly fine to you, okay? If they do, I'm just going to give you, because this happens all the time. Because it's because what I said, people can't read people as well as they think they can. And they can't read the room as well as they think they can. They just can't. Everyone wants to think they got fucking superpowers and can do all kinds of stuff. It's not about that. It's about, you got to blend it with an understanding of psychology and human nature and all. There is no superpower, okay? It's just energy waves. You pick up on it, feelings, and translate it into words, but that takes wisdom. Everybody here seems to be assuming that there's some kind of problem. There's something's gone horribly wrong, and oh my God. I don't think that's the case. If it is, fine. But if it's not, go flow with the energy. Keep the energy in balance. Accept the apologies whether they're due or not. Okay? Accept whatever comes your way, positive and negative. If the negative isn't due, just accept it. All right? Just don't correct someone and say, you're mistaken, we're not hurt. I'm not hurt. You don't have the ability to hurt me. You're an asshole. Don't play that game. The Queen of Pentacles just sitting there, taking the data. As you take in the data this month, it brings you a great deal of healing. It shows you who's look at that, and it breaks right there at the Empress. That's nice. It shows you who's on your side and who isn't. This sitting king, a lot of your month is going to be processing all the stuff that happened. Now, this can also apply to all the stuff that comes in your head. Stuff internal for you. You might also see where you've read things wrong. All right? Where you thought you did good and you did bad. Where you thought you did bad and you did good. This is part of acquiring wisdom more than anything else. This is part of figuring out who we are. And we learn who we are through our interaction with others and how we treat others. We process it in isolation. This is a month where both things happen. Where you get to learn who you are in relation to others and process it in isolation. Don't skip this step. That's all I'm saying. All right? The inclination for some people might be to skip this processing and isolation step. Don't. Because the energy is so ripe for you to get so much healing from it. It's not something you're going to want to skip. You're going to want to definitely be the sitting king. All right? That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. If you want the extended, there's a couple of links at the top of the description. I got one really powerful connection here that I'm going to pull the shit out of. All right? All right. We'll see where we go. Wow. All right. Well, yeah, there's that 8 of Wands again, dead center. All right, good luck.